Hey guys, it's Laser with an update to our Friday multiplayer game campaign. And this one I'm playing the Ottoman Empire, as you already know probably. And as you can see, things aren't going that well for me right now. So the colonization is over. I don't really consider this to be a good deal for the Ottoman Empire to get. We did get a lot of stuff, but none of that is very valuable. It does have decent population. Africa here, Sahara is just terrible. I guess compared to other desert areas, it's not that bad, but it could have been better. And unfortunately, I had to compete with UK, even though we were allies. I don't know why we spent so many points competing between us, but whatever. In the end, we worked out some kind of the deal, so I guess it's not that terrible. Anyway, as you can see right now, we're in a war with the German Empire, Italy, and Austria-Hungary. Now, in the beginning of this war, it was only Ottoman Empire and UK. And by the way, UK, I don't know what he was doing, but he definitely wasn't ready for that war. And once I saw Italy and Austria mobilizing, I started mobilizing myself, but then during the mobilization I figured, well, I don't actually have that many artillery, so I can just put my troops on the border and see if Austria is going to be scared and not try not to attack me right away. So it kind of worked for the moment. It did slow them down a bit, and I didn't lose any major battles there. I did lose few minors, but I was able to retreat, so I didn't lose any soldiers there. So after that we tried to retreat to Istanbul and hold the line there, but unfortunately I simply didn't have enough artillery there, and they were able to push into Istanbul and occupy it. Now fortunately British fleet did reach us in the time and did manage to seal the gap, or what do you want to call it, Bosphorus, the Sea of Marmara, so German and Austrian troops couldn't actually pass there. Now meanwhile there were major battles in Sicily. Actually the war started over Sicily, I believe. Yeah, it is over Sicily. Or did it? I think it is over Sicily. So they tried to push into Sicily, but they had enough troops there. And it takes some beating because actually they outnumbered me like 3 or 4 to 1, but I destroyed most of their troops, but I simply didn't have so many brigades to hold all 3 territories, and they managed to get behind my lines in Palermo and Catania because British Navy wasn't there in position and because UK wasn't prepared for the war, but eventually we managed to kick them out. And at one point even push into Italy. As you can see, Germany and Italy have a lot of troops here. So we did manage to get all the way to Potenza. However, Ottomans didn't get any reinforcements, and UK couldn't keep them alone. So we had to fall back, and that didn't really go well for us. Finally, we started winning some battles over there. They did manage to break through by destroying the naval blockade of UK. I don't know exactly how that happened. UK was blockading only with 1 ship, and even though I was screaming to move some more ships here, they came too late, and Germany was able to pour troops into Asia Minor. Fortunately, we weren't able to push them out, but finally we kind of stabilized our front, and now I'm just dealing with rebels. That's not a huge deal, and that is the consequence of being at 100% war exhaustion. On the other hand, Austria-Hungary, Italy, and Germany, all 3 of them are also at 100% war exhaustion, so that is due to British blockades. This war has been going for a very, very long time, so they had a lot of time to get those blockades modifiers, and at the moment Japan joined us a few months ago, and they are yet to make first moves. I think they started occupying Java, yeah, and they should be sending some more troops into Ottoman Empire and trying to push Germany and Austria out of my land. Now, as for our plans for this war, since actually maybe the initial war goal was for Equatoria. I think it was for Equatoria. And then Austria and Italy had their war goals. No, so our battle plan for now is to reoccupy my land and occupy that, and especially Equatoria, because that's giving them tickers. So also destroy these German and Austrian troops here, and then slowly try to find some gaps in their lines and try to siege their provinces and my provinces back. See if we can actually win that war. At this point, I think we are actually doing much better than it seems like, because I have enough money. All of their war exhaustions are at 100%. I don't think they can actually hold so long in this war. And also, there was a major issue about Russia not joining or joining this war. I was very friendly with Russia in previous sessions and didn't actually join on UK side, or actually neither side, when they had that war over Sinai. Russia still holds Sinai, so I think Russia, if original player was there, he would be joining our side. Now, the sub that played Russia didn't actually want to commit to it, and he wasn't. Actually, other players tried to convince him that Russia wouldn't be joining war on our side, which I think is wrong, but whatever. At this point, I think it might be the case that if Russia joins, that France would join on the other side, even though I think they were trying to be friendly, especially since German Empire is formed and they are very scary. So I think with Japan and UK against Austria, German Empire and Italy, I think the war is balanced now, even though we were at huge disadvantage in the beginning of the war. And I think we should be able to push them back and start winning slowly, even though the war is not going that great for us right now in terms of war score. We have minus 12 from battles, but luckily we have negative takers from Sicily, so that's kind of balancing it out. Actually, that's on our side, so we have minus battle score, minus blockades, which all goes to us, and then they have tickers and occupation war score. So I guess if we notice that Germany doesn't have too many brigades here, and if they start getting rebels, I think we might try to invade their mainland by breaking some troops here. I think UK has more than enough troops to commit, but it's just a question of how much they want to actually commit. I think since this became the Great War a few months ago, I think it became the Great War just when Japan joined, or our side. So anyone can actually join this war, and it's very likely that every side will want to fight till the end. In this case, because the war reparations and cut down to size is very, very costly for every country that commits to it. And you know, in some of the previous games, in Sunday game, for example, there were some deals that after the Great War capitulations would just be deleted, just to not ruin people's countries. But I think I'm gonna insist, if we win this war, I think I'm gonna insist that we actually keep war reparations and cut down to size, actually containment, just because I think this was very unfair war. German Empire, Austria and Italy combined against Ottoman Empire, and UK only partially being involved. I think that was just too much on their side, and I think that was kinda unfair, even though they did want to fight for Sicily. At one point I think they offered only Sicily. We were kind of thinking about it, but then when they started winning, they didn't want to go for Sicily only, and then we figured out, well, we were actually going to turn this war, so let's not accept Sicily only. And we'll see. I think we have a decent chance, just because if we attack everywhere here, I don't think they can actually hold those lines, because they don't have anything to reinforcement. And rotating troops will be very hard, since they actually can't go from here and attack us. We have complete naval dominance. No matter who joins the war right now, we will still maintain the naval dominance, because UK has a lot of ships, and then Japan, if needed, can send more ships to Europe. Now, unfortunately, the one thing that is hurting us is that Suez is not built, and that is a strategical move by Russia, because they don't want UK to be grossed any stronger. But now I think if there is a French and German alliance, then Russia will definitely be joining our side, just to even up the odds in Europe. As right now, I don't think that anyone should be helping France, Germany, Austria, and Italy if they ally each other. So, just a quick note, if you're looking for a Saturday game, that is ranked game, we're going to skip the next session because of the Independence Day, and we will pick up on 11th of July. So that's it, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for stream tonight.